Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my literature review that I did last week, and I did my topic about the differences between professional CrossFitters and Olympic weightlifters. In order to describe this and kind of give you a visual for it, I made this. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So first of all, what I'm going to be talking about are the similarities. And how I got interested in this subject is I am one, a kinesiology major, and two, I do CrossFit myself. And what interested me was the fact that one day this novice CrossFitter went up to our coach and said, "Oh, this workout should be easy. I was a weightlifter." And the coach kind of smirked and was like, "They're two separate beasts. They're not the same workouts. Don't fool yourself. Don't put yourself in the mindset of just weightlifting." And so that got me curious, why do people think that weightlifters, CrossFitters, powerlifters all do the same workouts? And so I decided to research it. And the only two similarities that really came up and that were explained a lot were the fact that the build of CrossFitters and weightlifters kind of look the same. So to the naked eye and any common person that looked at them, they would see bulky, they would see muscular, they would see a fit human being who just looks like they go to the gym a lot. So when somebody says, "I do CrossFit" or "I do weightlifting," someone might not know the difference between them. So that's why I put physique in the middle, is that because they do kind of have the same build depending on who the person is. It also has to do with genetics. And then injuries. A lot of the times injuries are in the same places, such as the joints, the elbows, the knees, the hips, because there is a lot of weight and a lot of pressure on those joints. And basically those are the only two big similarities between these two athletes. Now let's get into specifics of the differences. So here we have our CrossFitters, and on the first one I said diverse workouts. I say diverse workouts because there's a broad spectrum of workouts that CrossFitters have to go through. They train not only in the gym, but in different terrains, in different temperatures, in different settings. Sometimes they'll just do body weight, and sometimes they'll do actual lifting with weighted barbells, free weights, kettlebells, anything like that. You can get anything from burpees to deadlifts to front squats to back squats to clean and jerks, and that type of thing. And then for CrossFitters, I put that they have multiple muscle fiber types. What that means is that the muscle fiber types in their muscles are adapted to different training. So they don't only train the aerobic they don't only train the anaerobic systems in their body, which means these anaerobic systems don't need a lot of oxygen in order to function, in order to give you the energy you need to perform your workout, which is what weightlifters have. The anaerobic systems in their body are trained to work when they are lifting because they do heavy lifts. I have it right here. They do heavy lifts with short rests, which means long rest, which means they don't need oxygen to be producing fast. They don't need ATP to be producing fast because they give themselves a long break, and they're training specifically for competition. And weightlifters know their workouts. And if you see, I put right here routine workouts. They have the clean and jerk and the snatch, which are the two Olympic weightlifting, lifts during competition. So they know what they're training for. As far as CrossFitters, when they get to the CrossFit Games, they have no idea what the CrossFit, I guess, judges or the people that make the workouts are going to throw at them. Hence why they have to diversify their workouts and their muscle fiber types and their diets and where they train, how they train, how often they train, how long they train. That's all a factor in CrossFitters. As far as that goes, that's about all I have on the differences. So now I'm going to teach you about the Olympic weightlifting lifts. So I have another paper that kind of goes through step by step of weightlifting competition lifts. So first we have the snatch. And with the snatch, you start in a squat, okay? So this squat, if you're novice to lifting, this squat, you're going to have your hands on a bar, and it's going to have weight on the ends. So you're going to squat all the way down. Your knees are not going to go over your toes. Your hands are going to be on the bar. And then you're going to lift slightly off the ground. So you're going to grab this bar. You're going to lift a little bit, like maybe to the ankle shin range. And your back is going to be flat so that you're only using your leg muscles. If your back is rounded or humped in any way, you're going to hurt your back. So then, once you have the correct form on this is actually a really hard lift. If you're novice to this, do not try this with weight. Try it with a PVC pipe first. Get your form down. Then once you've got that, try it just with the bar. A 35 probably would work. And then you can go up to a 45 bar, and then you can put your weight on. So you've got the last step, which says immediately snatch bar over your head. So here's where the snatch title comes in. So once you've got the bar to about your ankles and shins, you're going to immediately bring it up through your body and put it over your head. And your hands are going to be wide on the bar, and you're going to hold it there. Your elbows are going to lock out. Your legs are going to lock out. There's going to be no bend. And that's the snatch. Now, the other weightlifting lift for the competitions is called the clean and jerk. This one's a little bit, I'm not going to say easier, but a little bit simpler to get the hang of because it's not such an awkward lift as the snatch. So here you start off in the squat position again, hands on the bar, flat back, no knees over your toes. Excuse me, and then deadlift the bar to the hips, which means flat back, pull the bar hip level. From there, you're going to pull the bar to the shoulders in a front squat position. So once you hit your hips, you're going to kind of pull hard, and your hands are going to turn backwards, and the bar is going to now be resting almost on your shoulders, but mainly held up by your hands. So you're going to be here. You're going to do a mini squat, so you're going to kind of push down. This will give you your momentum to jerk the bar up over your head. So make sure you get a good enough squat, but don't stay in the mini squat too long, otherwise your momentum will just release out of the exercise. So once you do your mini squat, you're going to explode upward, and the bar is going to be put over your head, and you'll lock out again. Elbows and knees and back straight. So those are your two weightlifting competition lifts, and these are known to each weightlifter, so this is what they train for competition. As far as CrossFitters, I don't have a written workout because of how diverse their workouts are. So from experience, I have done a deadlift, burpee, Olympic style pull-up. We've done that workout. So what you do is you do a ladder of 10 deadlifts, you do 10 burpees over the bar, then you do 10 Olympic style pull-ups to the bar, which means your chest has to touch the bar and not just get it over your chin. Then you go down to 9, 8, 7, and so on and so on. So you can have anywhere from that workout to pushing a sled down a football field to having an actual obstacle course where you have to run through cones and then come back. You have to dead sprint all the way down. You have to go do some pull-ups. Then you have to do a pegboard where you have to hold your whole body up and actually peg, like an actual pegboard, and pull yourself up on this thing 3 times and then run back. It's very diverse. So with this, being that I have experience in CrossFit and that I can speak more on it, I was thinking my argument could be over the fact that CrossFitters have more fatigue-resistant muscle fiber types and more diverse muscle fiber types than Olympic-style weightlifters. So I look forward to researching that more and giving you guys all the information that I can find. As you can see, I've gone over time on this video, so I'm actually very intrigued by this subject. So I hope you guys stay tuned for what's next. Thanks.